Hello dear Virgos and welcome to your October 2021 horoscope. My name is Justina and I use Western Astrology Tropical Zodiac, and these predictions are most accurate for the rising sign. Now, October is a pretty interesting month. We've got 4 planets turning direct. So you might experience more action and stimulation throughout these 4 weeks of October. So let's break this month down for you and see what it brings on a more personal level. Starting from Mercury in Libra and squaring Pluto in Capricorn on October the 1st, activating your sphere of income, finances, possessions, resources, and your area of creativity, romance, and children. So now with Mercury activated in your second house, keep an open mind because you might become obsessed with an idea or a thought concerning some issues related to your financial situation. Something hidden also could come into light concerning your finances, your wealth, your possessions. With Pluto activated in your 5th house, on the other hand, someone might challenge you. If you are going to be working on any creative project with young people, just keep this in mind that there could be someone kind of standing in your way or challenging your ideas, your opinions, your thoughts. Now, you will also be able to approach difficult issues concerning your children or the romantic side of your life or anything to do with self-employment, freelancing. So you might be able to approach some really difficult issues, some profound matters that perhaps seemed too challenging before. On the 6th, we've got a new moon in Libra activating your sphere of income, finances, resources, possessions. So as you can see, this whole month is actually about, not only about, but the finances play a huge role in the month of October for you, dear Virgos. Now, a new moon is usually connected to new beginnings, an opportunity for a fresh start. At the time of this new moon, we've got Mars, the planet of action, motivation, courage, in a very close proximity to this new moon. So you will have this inner urge, drive to initiate something new connected to your finances, wealth, self-esteem. At the same time, Pluto will turn direct on the 6th also in Capricorn. So if you experienced any challenges with your children, with a romantic partner of your life, or perhaps if it was impossible or difficult for you to relax and find joy in everyday life, now with Pluto turning direct, you might find new ways for adapting in this new reality, but also for finding more joy with the romantic partner, with children, or just finding more joy in life in general. Now on the 9th, we've got Mercury and Mars conjunct in Libra. We had one of these conjunctions in Virgo back in August. So this time it's in Libra because Mercury is still retrograde at this time. This is the time of generally very high mental activity. A good time for studying, anything to connect it to finances as well, banking. Generally, your mind is going to be really stimulated. So if you actually decide to implement some changes, start something new connected to your finances, this conjunction will help you to get ahead with any projects because there's a really high mental activity going on with this Mercury and Mars conjunction on the 9th of Libra. Now on the 10th, we've got Saturn going direct in Aquarius in the 6th house of work, employment, co-workers, everyday routine and health and diet. So here again, Saturn turning direct, you might feel like you want to implement some more structure into your everyday life, into your diet, health regime as well. There could be some changes at your work. Perhaps your office space might be restructured, or perhaps working hours. Generally with the planets, so when the planets turn direct, there are usually changes that occur, and for you this is the changes that will occur in the sphere of work, health and everyday routine. But also Jupiter will turn direct here on the 17th, so you might feel like you want to find more joy, more spontaneity and adventure in your everyday life, especially if everyday life has seemed pretty intense recently. Right, so on the 17th, we've got the Sun in Libra square Pluto in Capricorn. Here again, activating your sphere of income, finances, possessions, resources, and your area of creativity, children, and romance. So with the Sun squaring Pluto, this could be a pretty challenging day. There could be power struggles Your patience could be tested. So as a result of that, you might feel like it's time to implement changes, because that's what the square energy is about. It's a clash of energies. So you might feel like, oh, something needs to change. Perhaps the way you manage your finances needs to change, your money spending habits, or alternatively, something to do with your children. If you have children, perhaps the way you're raising them, or the way the day structure or the activities, something isn't working clearly. And well, in case it isn't, then yes, you might feel like something needs to change, especially with Saturn turning direct as well, where you want to bring more structure into your everyday life. Now, on the 19th, Mercury will turn direct in Libra. So if you have any important documents to sign or agreements, from the 19th will be a good time for doing that, or starting something new in general. But yes, so what I wanted to mention is that Mercury will stay in the post-shadow period until the 3rd of November. So keep this in mind, because you might still experience some misunderstandings or some dilemmas concerning communication, or something especially connected to your finances. So financial transactions as well. Make sure you put the names correctly when transferring money, or generally when dealing with some finances or transfers or signing of things. Make sure you still read everything clearly. Even though Mercury turns direct on the 19th, it will still be in a post-shadow period until the 3rd of November. And on the 20th, we've got a full moon in Aries, activating your second house of joint resources, joint finances, transformation, intimate life as well. So a full moon is usually a time of endings, things coming to conclusion. And with activation of the sphere of transformation for you, you might literally feel like transforming an area of life that isn't really working, or you are least satisfied with. However, your intimate life comes into focus at this time as well. You might be dealing with investment, joint resources, taxes, and so on. However, the ruler of this full moon, Mars, will be involved in a challenging alignment with Pluto in Capricorn. So here with Mars and Pluto, your ambition is increased, your desire to get ahead in your life. But here you might be challenged by someone. This could be someone from your work. Someone might challenge you and challenge your ego at this time. So keep this in mind, because you might also be pretty impulsive and dynamic at this time. Mars is pretty impulsive, and here squaring Pluto, there could be this really intense energy here. So there could be confrontation. There's a tendency for having confrontation. So perhaps patience or more diplomatic approach when dealing with others will be preferred. Now, with Pluto activated in your 5th house, here Pluto wants effectiveness. Pluto wants a productive approach and effective efforts. On the 26th, we've got Venus in Sagittarius squaring Neptune in Pisces. Venus is present in your sphere of home, family, your domestic life, and squaring Neptune in Pisces in your sphere of relationships. So with this alignment, there's a tendency for having really high unrealistic expectations of others, especially people who are close to you. So this could be family or a love partner. So being very realistic during this time, on the 26th, 27th, having realistic expectations will help you to stay away from any disappointments. And on the 30th, we've got the Sun in Scorpio squaring Saturn in Aquarius. This is not a great time for starting something new, for dealing with important matters, for dealing with important issues. Your vitality might be lower, you might feel restricted, blocked, and your self-esteem might be lower as well. So a great day for maybe doing some independent work, and if you have to be involved in some group projects or some intellectually stimulating activities, then patience and persistency will help you to get through. Otherwise, it's a great time for just doing things that make you feel relaxed, that make you feel joyful as well. And on this note, I would like to wish you a pleasant month. I hope October is a good month for you, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you and bye for now.